This is Debbie with the Food Prepping channel, and today I'm going to show you how to make bruschetta. Julie, I was going to say bruschetta, and Julie didn't want me to say that. She just wanted me to say bruschetta. So I'm going to say bruschetta. Alright, now, this is what I'm doing. I've got one loaf of hard bread here. it's sesame seed, and I'm going to cut this at an angle just like this, and I'm going to put it on this parchment paper in my pan, and I'm going to really repurpose this shrimp. I'm going to get my $30 out of this shrimp, because this bruschetta is going to be, it's going to have shrimp in it, it's going to have tomatoes in it, it's going to have basil in it, olive oil, everything. So I'm going to finish cutting this up, get it on the pan. I've got my oven preheated to 425, and when I get this all cut up, I'll bring you back. Okay, I'm back, and I have a little bowl of olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, right here. And I'm going to put a good little pinch of kosher salt in there. And then I'm going to put my favorite kind of pepper, cherry peppercorns. And I'm going to put that in here. This pepper smells so good. And then I'm going to take my little brush here, mix it up a little bit, and then on both sides of this bread, I'm going to rub the extra virgin olive oil in there, and then I'm going to put this in the oven and let this get brown and really crunchy, because we like crunchy bruschetta. Sorry. And so it's going to go in there, and then when I get this in there, I'll bring you back, because I want to show you what else is going to go on this. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I have the bread in the oven on 425. I'm going to let it go for 10 to 15 minutes. And then I'm going to cut up these tomatoes. And I'm just going to use this serrated knife, because I'm going to cut these in little bitty chunks to go on the bruschetta. And I'll start off like that. Do that. And I want little bitty chunks in here, because this has to go on top of the bruschetta, and the bruschetta's not that big. Alright, so I'm going to go on and cut these up, and I'll bring you back when I finish with these. Okay, I'm back. I've got some basil leaves here, and I'm just going to chop these up and put these in with the tomatoes. There's the tomatoes that I've cut up. And these basil leaves are going to be chopped up and put in there. And then I'm going to cut up the shrimp, because we're going to make this a shrimp, tomato, basil, and mozzarella bruschetta. I'm just going to keep you on while I'm doing this, because this isn't going to take very long. This basil's been washed. And it's, oh my gosh, this stuff smells so good. Alright, now that's going to go in with the tomatoes. Alright, and now I've got to get some extra virgin olive oil, and I'll be right back. Okay, now I've got the basil in with the tomatoes, and I'm just gonna sift a little bit of extra virgin olive oil on here. This smells amazing. Alright, and I'm gonna put some more pepper. Well, I'm gonna put some pepper in the tomatoes and basil. Stir this up. And then I'm going to put a pinch of salt. This is kosher salt that I'm using. I'm going to put a pinch of that in here. And stir this up and let this sit here for a few minutes. And then I'm going to take this. This is what I use for cooked meats. And while this is sitting here, I am going to take this shrimp and cut it up. And I'm going to cut this up, and then I'm going to put it in with the tomatoes and the basil. And when I get this all done and it's ready to put on the bread, I will bring you back and show you how to fix bruschetta. Okay, here's the mixture that I'm going to put on top of the bruschetta. And this is shrimp and tomatoes and basil and olive oil. And you can see, listen, this is very hard, like bruschetta is supposed to be. And it's 15 of these. These would make awesome appetizers at your next party, just for friends, or your cookout, or whatever you're going to have when you need a nice appetizer. This would definitely be the thing for you to do. Alright, and I'm going to fill all of these up. It's no sense in y'all sitting here watching me do this. I just wanted to show you that this is the mixture. And then I've got mozzarella cheese that I'm going to put on top of that. But I'll bring you back when I get to that point. Okay, as you can see, it's all on here. The bruschetta is almost ready to go into the oven. Now I'm going to take a little bit at a time and put mozzarella on top of each one of them. And I've got my oven preheated to broil. So I know that because it is so hot that I can't close the door of the oven. I'm going to have to just watch this because this is going to melt so quick. But anyway, you just know that if you put it in if you've already let your oven preheat to broil or whatever, you cannot close your oven door. You're going to have to watch it and wait, because it won't take but 25 to 30 seconds probably for this to melt if your oven is hot enough. And mine definitely is, because I cooked these first on 425, the bread on 425, to get them crispy, and then I bumped it up to broil. So it's been sitting here since right before I put the tomato and shrimp on here. And I have been wanting to make this for so long. So I have, like I said, I have definitely gotten my $30 worth out of this shrimp, because I have made the shrimp with the Old Bay, the shrimp scampi, and now this bruschetta. Alright, so I think this is enough to go on there. So I'm going to put this on the oven, and in the oven, under broil. Keep the door open, watch it, and when it's done, I'll bring you back. Okay, here's the finished dish. I'm very proud of this. Like I said, I've been wanting to make this forever, and so this would be awesome if I had somebody coming over today, but it's just me and Julie here today, so I'm going to take a bite and let you know. Here it is. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to taste this. I can't speak. Oh my gosh. The shrimp, the tomatoes, the basil, the olive oil, the kosher salt, the pepper, everything has just come together to make this, I think, one of the best dishes I have made in a long time. This is absolutely awesome. If you like this recipe, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and you have a wonderful day. Bye.